Morning thoughts. Morning. That's surely not the icon that I wanted on this video this morning. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I think I might have to change this. What? May not be visible. Pop out chat right there. Man. Okay, so the thing set up different this morning. Let me see if I can move this across the screen right here. Different thing going on this morning. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Just leave a yes, a yes, a yes, a yes. The computer is doing some different stuff this morning. Thank you, I'ma Inspire. King Boss, thank you. King Biggs, thank you. Andrew Rowe, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sandra, thank you. All right. Shout out to the people going out to work and coming in from work this morning. Shout out to my entrepreneurs. Shout out to the stay-at-home moms and pops and retirees. Shout out to the drivers, Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver. You know, the weather is changing in certain places right now, so that long-distance trucking thing, it gets difficult certain parts of the year, especially those who traverse those roads that are snowy and icy. Stay safe. I read a story yesterday about a former Jamaican athlete, top athlete, that moved to the US and had his own business, and his business was pretty successful. And some freak accident lost his life. So, you know, stay safe out there. Shout out to my brother Troy Stars Trucking Vlogs on YouTube. Please go over to Troy's channel and continue to support his channel for those of you who have. All right. Big up the people that are in here this morning. I don't know what's going on. My pop out. This is where, okay, I got it. Boom, right there. All right. So let's take it from the top and big up the first. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. We got a couple of topics on the table this morning. Before we get into those topics, though, let me big up my first 10 people or so that came in. All right. King Biggs, morning. Lashana Alexander, good morning. Master Wayne, good morning. I'ma Inspire, nice to see you here. Sandra Clark, good morning. London Boy, good morning. Straight out of Great Britain. Big up to the Great Britain family. Shout out to the UK family. Lomo, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Latoya, BSN, RN, good morning. Michelle Williams, Marlene McLeod, Donette Thompson, and Rika Lou, Lisa, good morning. All right, anybody I didn't call your name, you already know how it goes. On to the topics now. I want to ask all my nurses from New York who are on here this morning, or healthcare workers for that matter, and the government employees, have you taken your vaccine? And if not, are you unemployed at the moment? Let's talk about that for a little bit. Are you unemployed at the moment? Did you walk off the job? Because I know that there's a lot of that's going on. I think New York itself right now is bracing, right, for a major shortage in the healthcare field. I believe it was yesterday, some 2,000 and something healthcare workers decided that they weren't going to take the jab, and they pretty much are sitting out. So they're telling them that at this point, you should either be looking for new employment or you should go on leave until you make your mind up or something like that. So I want to know from some of you who are out there actively in this, kind of all the way in the medical field, what's going on with you? Good morning, Jasmine D, and bless up. God bless. LPN, Sandra Clark says, Sandra, I was looking for you to respond. Thank you for responding. She said, I took mine since March. Okay. Donette Thompson says, I am unemployed, but I'm home on maternity leave. So you kind of, you're in there. You have an excuse. Yours doesn't have to be about the vaccine, right? Not for now, anyways, until the maternity leave there runs out. Now, when it runs out, what's your plans? The governor said that they will use military nurses in place. Ja. I was in the military. I'm gonna tell you something. I had a tooth. I'm not undermining. I know that when you're in the military, whatever military occupational skill you choose, say for instance, if you want to be a truck mechanic, you're going to get all the experience in the world. Okay, you're going to be the most experienced mechanic. You're going to fix about 50,000 trucks inside out, upside down before you leave your 4 year, 8 year, however many years you signed up for. So with that said, that's hands-on experience. You know, some people go college and university and they don't get a hands-on experience. When they get out, the problem getting into the workforce is that the workforce is asking for a certain degree in this. You're like, boom, I have it. 2 to 3 years experience, hands-on experience doing this, and you're like, I just graduated. They didn't give us that. No, not if you go to the military. If you go to the military, you come out well experienced, right? You've been doing it. When I was in the military, I had some dental work done, which we all do. They heard you through. Everybody's mouth get checked. They digging in everybody's mouth, down your throat, everything. You're not gonna have anything in there that they don't know about. My experience with military personnel on the medical side of things is, I think civilians are in for a rude awakening. I remember one trying to take out a wisdom tooth, and he numbed my jaw. Personal experience, he numbed my jaw, and then he started using his thumb to push my tooth out. So he numbed my jaw, and he's there pressing on my wisdom tooth like this with his thumb. He's pressing down, and it felt like he was breaking my whole jaw. And I'm looking at him when he was doing it, and I grabbed his hand. I grabbed his hand by the wrist, and I was like, "Hey, sir," because I think he was a major. He was a major. I grabbed his wrist. I was like, "Hey, sir," and he was like, "It hurts." I said, "Fuck yeah, it hurts." Pardon my language, but I said, "Fuck yeah, it hurts." And he goes, "Okay, I think I'm gonna have to numb you a little bit more. Hang in there, buddy. You know, you got to be a little bit tough." I'm like, "No, I don't have to be no little bit tough. I've seen people take their tooth out before, and they didn't go through all that." So maybe because I was a soldier, he was like being a bit rough, and they're gonna be softer on civilians. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good fit to take military personnel and use them as to fill spit, but that's what they're there for. And I'm guessing that they're going to be coming from the National Guard part of things, not from active duty. But that's a whole nother story. So in Montreal, all hospital workers and caregivers have to have both doses by October 14th, or they'll be laid off for no pay. So one of our topics this morning, let me say this before I go any further. Let me say it out loud before I go any further. I am not an anti-vax platform. Let me say it again. I am not an anti-vax platform. I'm in a business who want to say, look on SouFLoTV. I follow the agenda. I try to get the people and figure take the poison. All this. I don't care what you want to say. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. Okay, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'm fully vaccinated from birth till now, and I spent a couple of years in the military. Well, and I got all kinds of juk up that I don't even know what was in them. My thing is, I want people to make an educated decision for themselves. That's it. That's all my platform deals with. So if you took it, you took it. You have your reasons for taking it. I'm not in your household. I don't know your health condition. I don't know your pre-existing health conditions. I don't know who you live with that has issues that you feel like you have to protect yourself to protect them. I don't know anything that's going on in your personal life. So this boils down to you and your personal decision. I'm just trying to find out how my people are getting along, because things are changing, and things are changing at a rapid pace. You understand? So one of the topics that we had on board this morning was the mandating of the vaccine. It's getting, remember when this all first started? For those of you who've been here for a minute, you will remember when I said it back then. I said it is going to become talk if you hear me. Talk if you hear me. Because now everybody is, oh, it's becoming mandated. I said it from back then. On Morning Thoughts, I said it is going to become mandatory. Not in a sense where they're going to get up and say, everybody must get it. And if you don't get it, then, but they will corner us in, was my exact words. For those who don't want it, they will corner you in. They will corner you in by your job, which we are seeing right now. Remember I said that? They will, because I saw all of it coming. Thank you, Marie Johnson. Quite a few of you are here. I said it, and I saw it coming. They will corner you in by your job. They will corner you in by your travel. For those of us who are living overseas but have to go home, for those of us who have to travel for work and whatever else, they will corner you in by your activities. For instance, if you go to the gym and you like to work out, some gyms are going to start to be like, you can't be in here unless you are fully vaxxed. So as a member of this gym, you know, show us your stuff and we'll continue your account, or we're going to cut it off. Your children play football or softball or dance or soccer or whatever, they're going to corner them in by that too. You can't play group sports unless you get it. So eventually it will become mandatory. I said that. I said that when this all first started, and everybody, including the Prime Minister of Jamaica, who said, "How dare you try to tell me to put something into my body that I don't want to put into my body? It should be my personal decision." You see how the thing flipped now? Now he was like, everybody must get the vaccine. I encourage all of you to get it. I change the talk. Change the talk. Right? Travel nurse here. Supply NB and Maryland. Not required to take it yet, but we are required to get tested every week. That's Dominique Speaks. Thank you, Dominique, for putting that in there. So I work as a travel therapist, and if I am doing travel and in my field, I've talked to others in my field, one in particular, and she's letting me know that it's not mandated for us yet either, because she's worked throughout the whole pandemic and I haven't. You know, that's the way of the world. It's the way of the world. Cindy Randall says, if you can't keep up, you will be left behind, guys. I heard apartment complex gonna have residents vaccine before leasing. There you have it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And once that's the legal ways to put it on the book without saying you must get it. And then they get a lawsuit, right? Under law, under legal law, in a court of law, all businesses are protected. It is their right. I'm talking about a hospital. I'm talking about a construction company you might work for. I'm talking about a medical staffing company, a travel therapist or a travel nurse might work for. All of those. Under law, you cannot bring any lawsuit against them. They can let you go if you refuse to, or they can retain you once you say, yes, I'm taking it, and show your stuff. But they have a right to say to their employees, this is a part of the requirement of being on our team. And it is then up to you to say, hey, I don't want to be on your team because I'm not with that. Or you're going to say, yep, I wanted it anyways. I'm playing ball. So here, stick me. Okay? And that's what's going on now. Chester K. Hutchinson says, if I get an exemption, they will do a test whenever they want and possibly reassign or remove from certain patient care. An exemption. I'm drinking some mint tea this morning with some cane sugar in it. That exemption part. Let me talk about the vaccine a little bit. Listen, the vaccine is becoming mandated pretty much everywhere. And soon, this is just the beginning. Just like I said in the beginning, it was going to happen this way. Now that it's happening this way, let me take the next step forward. This right here is just the beginning. Eventually, it will be mandatory all across the board. Eventually, it will be mandatory. Mark my words. eventually it will be mandatory all across the board. It's going to be very hard for anybody who doesn't want it, but wants to function in this world, in this economy, take part in this. It's going to be very hard for you to move around. I was in Jamaica recently. I just got back yesterday, and I'm listening to Muta Baruka in Jamaica while I was there. And Muta said, you think say me, Muta Baruka, have my children. So me have my children that live in the US and me live in Jamaica, or me have my wife and she is stuck overseas or whatever or whatever. You think, sir, in order for me to go be there with them at a time when they need me, that I'm going to sit back and say, no, I'm not do it because, you know, it's mandatory to take that thing there and I'm not take it. No, I'm not. I'm going to do whatever I have to do to facilitate, to keep my family together, to be there for my family members, the people I have to be there for, that kind of stuff. I signed up for this. See? So that's what, and he was like, and you know, you would expect to hear somebody like Muta Baruka talk about medicine, herbal medicines. You would expect to hear him talk about protecting your immune system, boosting your immune system with natural remedies. You would expect to hear him talk about many other things except taking it. But even Muta is telling the crowd that, listen, make your own decision. But I'm telling you right now that don't look at me to tell you don't take it. If it requires me to take it, I'm taking it. Simple. And you know, it had me in a wow. Even Muta. Even Muta. You understand? Even Muta. So that's the way of the world, fam. That's the way of the world. And when you're cornered and boxed in, what do you do? What do you do? You have to get along to get along. You understand? So here we are, taking the jab in secret. Athletes and celebrities. LeBron James came out. The NBA has said that unvaccinated players will not be paid for missed games. So apparently they have until a certain time to get vaccinated, or they will have to sit games out, right? How the NBA players earn their money: you go in on a contract. Your contract says $10 million for 4 years. You're paid per game, and some of them get paid like $10,000, $15,000 per game or whatever. At the end of the contract, for the time of their contract, whether it's 2 years, 4 years, whatever, 1 year, whatever, it will amount to the amount of money they signed for. Apparently, there's a good group of NBA basketball players that are saying, well, I'm just going to sit some games out. I'm not taking it. Well, the head of the NBA, I forgot what his name is, he said, listen, if you're going to sit games out, you're not going to be paid for those games that you're going to sit out. You understand? So in other words, if you want to earn your money and keep earning your money, then it's best for you to take it. Another great basketball great, I forgot his name as well. He's in the Hall of Fame, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar said publicly that any NBA player that has not taken it at this point is irresponsible, to some level disrespectful of their fellow teammates, and they need to either be punished or let go. You know how hard it is to make it into professional sports? You have to be not only fit, you have to be the fittest of the fit. You have to be not only good, you have to be the best of the best. So to train yourself, to sacrifice so much to accomplish that, and then in one swoop, it could be over for you based on your decision to either take it or not. Of course, a lot of people are going to take it. Their lifestyles depend on it. That private jet, that mansion, them trips with the family, that time they're allotted after a season is over where they can travel the world for leisure and dash out money in the hundreds of thousands because it comes right back kind of lifestyle. They want to maintain that. They want to maintain that. Yes, Cindy Randall says Vibes Cartel. Dancehall artist Vibes Cartel took the shot and advertised it. Well, the media advertised it, but Cartel took it. Even though, you know, a lot of people are saying, damn, he took the AstraZeneca, and that's the one that's banned in many countries. I don't know that. I was trying to find some information on that. I couldn't find any information on it being banned, but that's what the comment section was saying. Just X Music says tyranny right before our eyes. People are talking about NewWorldOrder.com. Listen, I tell people from a long time, I said New World Order came a long time ago. You've been living in it for for the longest. You in it talking about it's coming, it's coming. It's been here. You've been in it. You have been in it. Stop talking about New World Order is coming. It's here. A lot of celebrities, especially out of Jamaica, are playing the fence. Playing the fence. Check it. So, especially Jamaican celebrities, dancehall celebrities, reggae music entertainers, and these kind of people, they see the climate, right? Let's get it straight. Jamaica has a large population of people who are against it, who don't want to take it, who seem like they will not be coerced into taking it, or they won't be taking it. So, these people are also fans of a certain group of people that are stars, then, as we call them. These stars, you see, come November, you see, come November, come November, the blanket is going to be pulled back and everything on the bed are going to be revealed. Here's what happened. The US has said that come November, if you're coming in here as a visitor, then you are required to be vaxxed. If you're coming into the US, you're required to be vaxxed. So all you're going to have to do now is look and see which of your favorite entertainers are flying out. And then that will answer the question for you. LeBron James said he took it. He's been vaccinated. But he didn't want to advertise it as in he's compelling people to go take it, because he wanted people to do their own research and make their own decisions based on an educated finding. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to be the one to influence people to take it. If they want to take it, they're going to want to take it. If they don't want to take it, that's on them. They should have a choice. But he took it. So when a big celebrity like that, because you know the fight over influence. So all these government heads and major, remember when it first came out? Remember how the push was? Everybody of influence in a position of power was taking it on camera in front of the world to see. Jamaica Prime Minister took it on camera for the rest of Jamaica to see. And after that, what happened? All his followers who say, yeah, Andrew, I'm a boss. Big up Andrew Wellness, best thing ever happened to Jamaica. They went and took it too, because their leader took it and he took it in front of them. Whether you want to say that was fake, or they gave him a placebo, or he got some saline fluid, or it was water in a syringe, whatever you want to say, he took it. His followers believed and they followed. So they started. Christopher Tufton, Minister of Health, he took it. Other former Prime Minister, even Bruce Golding and the other one, all of them came out, took it on camera. News media personnel took it on camera. They all took it on camera. So then became the fight for influential people to get on board. Hence the reason why when Nicki Minaj said last week she hadn't taken it yet, and she heard from a friend that in Trinidad that his friend took it and something happened to him teely-weely. So she got to go do her own research. That's when you had all these people coming after her. She even posted a post that said, now they got me and my family in hiding. These people who you think are good people, and they're not, etc., etc. See, Michael Sharp. Thank you, Grammy Allen. Michael Sharp. He was one of them that took it. Look what happened. But they won't address it like that. You don't fire nurses and doctors in a real pandemic. Well, they have the power to do just that. And there's method. Just like how we don't see the sense in Andrew Holness locking down Jamaica with no movement days for a Sunday only. Because Corona doesn't move all week and then, or Corona doesn't stay still all week and then get busy on Sunday. So you're like, oh, I care for my Jamaican population so much. I'm installing a no movement day. Sunday when Corona come out, everybody going out the house and lock up. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Michael had heart problems. Michael had other issues. He had just had open heart surgery or heart surgery or something like that. He had pre-existing issues. I remember when he was taking it, he actually said while he was taking it that somebody have to come check on me, I hope I'm going to be okay, all that. Brooks dead. And they're able to say, hey, that was not us. That was your pre-existing conditions. You kicked the bucket because it was your time to go. It wasn't because it had anything to do with the jab that you took. And we just have to eat that because they are also protected. No liabilities. You can't hold nobody liable. The same story goes on. I'm reading the Jamaica news yesterday in the Gleaner, where it says that the population of women who are now complaining about a disruption in their cycle is growing, and it's growing rapidly, of the women that have taken it. One woman said she took it 3 months ago. She had her cycle once, like right after she took it around that time. She hasn't seen her cycle since, and it's been 3 months. Others are saying they're spotting, they're not having a regular flow. Some are saying they're having heavy blood clots come out instead of just, how a healthy period is supposed to look. All that kind of stuff. So that conversation right there, me go over there and left my comment. You don't know me stay already. I left my comment. My comment was this. When I start with that, my period gone all this, we're going to look at you and laugh. And you know why we're going to look at you and laugh? Because when men were saying that, yo, this stuff's affecting my hoo-ha, y'all were in the comment section talking about, I lie, Mattel, it dead long time. Chop you off on that show. Excuses him a make. I know they do it to you. I saw it stay a long time. Okay, so what gives you the right now to come out and talk about, oh, it's messing up my cycle. I think I might not be able to produce. I'm feeling this way. I'm feeling that way. And we supposed to jump on board and say what? We're supposed to jump on board and say what? I'm all for it. You're saying everybody go and take it. I'm saying yes, we all go take it. And then we come back and we're sharing our experiences. And I'm telling you, yo, my boy can't lift up. Can't lift up. Haven't felt them moving a whole 2 months. This is not normal. And you're like, I lie, y'all tell man, SouFlo, that dead for a long time. You know how hurtful that is? Now, mind you, we can't, like I said before, we can't hold anybody accountable. So the most we can do is share stories amongst each other, right? And then now you over there talk about, oh, your cycle not regulated no more, and you're seeing this and that. I don't want to hear nothing from you. Unless you are willing to be open and understand straight across the board, yeah, that, hey, possibility is something might go on that's stuff with you, something might be going on that's with the man, same way. Chester K. Hutchinson says, I just hope it won't affect fertility because I want kids and I don't have any yet. Should I have on my shirt this morning was a bomber clot? Hey! Aye! Well, Chester, I may have 6 already. So my only worry is that when my wife said, come, me can't go. That is my worry. That is my worry. You understand? Notorious Ram, thank you so much. Notorious Ram, big up yourself. Notorious Ram left a little donation. Notorious Ram, I appreciate you greatly. Notorious Ram says, SouFlo, you know some rate you as my big general, but me not support the whole eating buff business. Fire upon that. Well, that's between you. Notorious, how you reach a eating buff then, fam? Me there talk about I'm trying to not use certain words and to try to still bring across a point because I read yesterday where it was in the Observer where they said that the YouTube is cracking down on the channels that are anti-vaxxers and saying that people mustn't take certain things. Now me I try not to seem like that and you come with this nyamming buff something. Your business if you want yam buff or not. Nobody know the if you see you yam the buff. If you yam and the girl where you getting yamming, she will love it. What that have to do with me, brother? Eh? You make me go in on my old people voice, man. Tappy. Christine Simpson, big up yourself and thank you. Christine says this is a population control plot and Dr. Andrew Holness has given it to all of our Jamaican youth. He is destroying our future. Some people are convinced that that is what it is. Remember, I know it is not I that is saying so. I are listening to the people who are saying, and I have a platform for people to say what them have to say so we can have a conversation about it. You know, life is not good when you sit at home alone and you just thinking all these thoughts and you can't share them with anybody. So here we are on SouFLoTV. We are going to share with thoughts with each other. That name buff something they do. I don't know. I don't know. You better name it before somebody name it for you here. That's all me I say. But here what? You know, support name buff. Here what? You take your vaccine yet? So if you take it and it affects you in that manner and you can't tell nobody, and your woman decides, I mean, I left you, babe, me love you same way. That part that stop work, it does stop work. We're just going to have to RIP it and keep a funeral feet and say goodbye to it and these things and carry on with life. If that is what go on in your life, and your woman who you love so much, because she do the things them, she willing to even go try raise the dead all when she know the dead can't raise. And she got use hand, mouth, foot, and everything. She's still working with you. You're trying to tell me, say, you now gonna try to improvise? Eh? You're not going to try to improvise. Talk to me, brother. It's rough out here. It is rough out here. Yo, it's rough out here. You hear me? That's why I say the woman them who said, I like my tell, shut up it dead from long time or whatever. All right, when phone turn come and uno get ready for complain, but me this now work and me that stop working and I'm experiencing, don't expect us to jump on board and talk about, I agree with you, it could be true. No, we're going to tell us a lie you tell to. Lie you tell to, and guess what? If you can't breed down the road, we're going to breed somebody else who can breed. Simple. Same way. Because we know, so if it can't work down the road, you're going to find somebody else with one where can't work. More sound anyway. So, talk truth. Talk truth. Enough swiping. You're going to swipe till you're tired. You ever see credit card go through the machine, just swipe, swipe, swipe. Yes. Yagman TV says, I don't care, I'm not eating any pizza. All right, so you say when so you say when the little head can do it, have to do. Wait till it can manage. Wait till it can manage, because I know you're not gonna be a hermit. And I know you're not gonna become what word did them call it? I haven't done it in years. Where you take a break. What the word name? Come on, man. I look for the word. Yo, when they draw me out to that, you see, oh no. SouFlo, what are you talking about? And on the abstinence. Thank you, Lasha. Why so hot in there this morning, man? Why? Abstinence and celibacy. Me know you're not taking on them road that thank you, Queen Morris. You're not taking on those roads. You're still gonna try a thing. You know what? Let me give you a joke. Sidebar. Uh, I'm in a medical facility somewhere out there. Can't reveal these things. Y'all know why. In a medical facility one time, and I got this patient that I'm working with, right? And you know what the man revealed to me, sir? You know, because he had a stroke. He had a stroke in his 30s. And I think he was now in his like later ages or something like that. Long time having stroke. But him remember when him did a kick. See, when him did a kick like Jackie Chan, when everything didn't work and he was doing what he was supposed to do. You know, him could knock a wall down. He's good. And then the stroke suddenly took him. And he explained to me that the main vein, the main artery to the penalopus, the main artery to the penalopus was clipped. So no blood flow to the penalopus caused the penalopus to not only stop working, it started to grow inward because it had dry up, it had shrivel up, it's getting no circulation. See? And he said to me, say, you know, when these nurses come around and these CNAs come around, all I want to do is just like smell it. I just want to put like, just touch it and just like, and I saw a man doing that bed, you know. So I just want, just that's it. And he just missed the tip. Man, I looked at him like a sad puppy dog. Like, wow. So, praises to the Most High God. Please don't ever reduce me to that in life. Please, I beg. Me take anything else. Me carry let me down. Send me home early. Just don't do me that. Don't make me lay on a bed. Cause you know some of them nurse here and some of them CNA here, some of them wanna shape good, me I tell you. And they put on the little tight something them. Wanna call scrubs and come in at the place. And me already lay down and can't get up. So for me head there which part for your body and your hum there. And me did there for look on this buff and this nuff. Right in front of me and can't do nothing about it. Can't even reach out and touch it because them all do me all kind of something in there. He is being inappropriate. He needs to be medicated. Send him go to our next facility. That's all them stuff. Somebody just have to look. Sometimes the nurse and the CNA them going there and them up so close and working with the patient and the poor man they just try to smell it. And they're like, come on, Mr. Johnson, come on, turn your head up this way. Why you think Mr. Johnson head keep on a fall down there? So it's not because his neck is weak, because he might try to smell something. If it's even a sniff, him want. Real life stuff. So that's something that's something about me and yam no pizza. Okay, sir. All right. You said life, you know, life has a funny listen to me. Life is my teacher, okay? I go to school. I go to good school. I go to good school from there, Jamaica. I not come far and come go good school. I used to attend Knox College. I go good school from there, Jamaica. But a life are my best teacher. You understand? Because a lot of things that I've said in life, I've had to I've had to backpedal on. You understand what I'm saying? I had to backpedal on a lot of things that I've said in life, mate. Because life teach me, say, I saw it go, my youth. This is the way it go. And you know, when you're young and dumb and full of, okay, that drain out. You start you start really see how life work later. Life will teach you. What you say, lose it in the hips and gain it in the lips. Natasha, you're bad. Come go up. Come, Natasha, come go up. Natasha Brown, come and go up. But lose it in the lips and the hips and gain it. Why? Father God. Father God, don't let them fight me so hard. Oja. Boy, me have to... Oh, no, man. Can you imagine if you're RIP, your things? Yeah, big up to Bada Cat. Bada Cat. Bada Cat say. Bada Cat and do a skit. Bada Cat say, he look for him body in the mirror and say, yes. He talk to every part-time body. He say, arms in the mirror and say, yes, you're 50 years now, you're there, you're fit and strong, same way, go on same way. Yes, arms, big up yourself. Look on here. Look on him belly and him chest and him say, yes, solid, same way, and still a go on and everything. Big up yourself. Legs and everything. Check the legs, them in the mirror and everything. Kick them out. Yeah, legs still a go on. Big up yourself. Reach in the middle there so and look on the little man and say, well, if you were still alive, you would be 50 years old today. If you are still alive, you would be 50 years old today, but you're dead, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone. I saw it go. I saw it go. You have to RIP your things, no man, but pan a vaccine something and make we keep it big and serious. Listen, I serious things are going out the road. I am no scientist, so I'm not claiming anything. I'm not even going to use a full proper English sentence to say anything about anything. Cause me don't know and I don't want them come for me. See, we already see what the game is, so we have to move wisely in these times. And when you have something to say, you have to twist it like this and say it that way, they fling it out. Who catch it out, who not catch it, and that's how the thing go. See? But come November, we will know. We will know. There's a lot of artists in Jamaica. Come in that one day now, I was saying to myself, well, how come so and so fly Ghana, England? Don't the British are saying that Jamaican something not recognized, and if you come there, you still have to go get more and get it all over again and all that. I miss a couple man fly Ghana, England. I said, they must have a special pass. Like, what a go on. Well, the US has said that come November, if you want to visit the great United States of America, you're going to have to get drunk. So we are going to see who jump on plane. Because whoever jump on plane are the same celebrities that the prime minister was trying to get to help him to influence their followers. But them keep quiet. Them go take it on the low. But they give this air of, I'm not for it, so but I'm not gonna say anything. But them a take it. So them a hide and joke. Yeah, them a hide and joke. And that a go on. And we'll see shortly. We'll see shortly. Hey, I heard that not only the NBA, for Jamaica, Digicel yesterday, it was printed again. All I discuss, top news. Digicel mandated it yesterday for all their employees. I remember a certain airline mandating it for all their employees. Me watch people and learn. I remember a certain airline mandating it for all their employees about a month ago. Everybody jump in the comment section and say, yeah, now I know what airline not to take. I'm not supporting them anymore. I'll go find some other airline. All right. Digicel just mandated for their employees, and they have until they have a given date where they should all have it by then, or pack your little bags out your little cubicle and walk out the building. You don't work here anymore. We will exit you from the system, kind of thing. So I'm asking these people now, y'all gonna go floor. Okay, I have Digicel on y'all floor, right? Remember when Bounty said Digicel a female cell? Floor is Digicel a female cell. Floor used to do it for me, but not anymore. So I guess y'all gonna are y'all gonna switch to flow now? As a sign of standing in solidarity with those who said them now, I'm gonna take it. Y'all gonna switch to flow now and accept poor service, or are you going to or are you going to still ride with Digicel? Not to laugh. Now we have to take serious things make joke. None of us escape this alive, so you might as well laugh on your way out. You understand? So me I laugh. Notorious Ram says Buff can't come know it close to my face, my general. Big man thing. Me nah am nothing where Pepper can go on. I will tell us that Pepper can go on it. You never meet a freaky one yet. Pepper can go on it, my brother. Of course. Of course. And I'm on to my water now from my mint tea. Sips water. Him say, nah, I'm not know pepper can go pan. Pepper can go pan it. Me I tell you, worry them foreign mind. Yes, Papa. Um, Mike Dot says, I come to UK if your vaccine isn't recognized, you have to quarantine in a government hotel for 10 days. That's all. For now. Yeah, for now. Just like it was like that in the US for now. And then they were given a timeline and a mandate that says if you're coming in, you're going to have it as a visitor. You no longer be allowed to visit if you don't have it. Now, here's my thing with that. Please, host, if you're going to repeat someone's medical circumstances and link it to the vaccine without researching their illness, this can be reckless. Josie, don't mix me up, please. I never link nothing to nothing with nobody. I'm telling stories, okay, of my experiences, not linking anything to anything. The person I was talking about, if you're not listening, the man when me say, tell me say him just would I want like smell it and touch a little bit, taste a little bit, something like that. Cause the stroke make it. I said it was a stroke. Me not talk nothing about no vaccine. Matter of fact, you haven't heard me use the word until now that you're saying it. So please understand. You see this being out here on this platform could be reckless. Period. Because you have reckless listeners out here who take what you say and twist it into what they want it to be, and then now you have to go defend yourself against that. That's a problem. All right? That's an issue. Don't twist anything when I say. I clearly stand my ground when I say, you taking it, none of my business. Me taking it, none of your business. I want everybody to do an educated decision, make an educated decision based on solid research, and do what you have to do, what is best for you. I don't have your pre-existing conditions or your health. I don't have your household who lives in there with you. I don't know your life and your lifestyle. I don't know if you're a traveler, avid traveler slash everything like that. I don't know any of that. Big up to the woman them that I met in the airport coming back from Jamaica. Boy, on a can travel. She big on one of them big on bossy in a line. She's like, they said, when last have you been here? She's like, it's my fourth time coming down for the month. I'm like, geez, girl, you're there on it. Our fourth time for the month. So she traveling and she not scared. You understand? So stop living your life in fear. Get out there, understand that the world is moving forward in a different direction than what you're used to. Sometimes new things scare us. It's just like how my grandmother was afraid of a smartphone because she was used to a phone that when she opened the phone, she had come from a rotary phone. My granny had 94 when she passed. So she had come from when there was no phone. She had come from a rotary phone where you have to go so and go, and you go back around one, dial it so and you go back around two, like that. So one time she got a smartphone, we had to take away the smartphone and get her back a flip phone. Because when she opened up the smartphone, look at the smartphone. Look at this. Watch out. This is confusion. Okay? All you want to do is pick up your phone and make a phone call. Now you pick up your phone, she have her little shakes and stuff, and she hit the wrong thing, and all of this pop up. Oh. All of this, you have to be careful these days, you know. All of this pop up on our phone. And she's like, I can't get to the part where I can call somebody. I don't know how to use that phone. Yeah, it's too confusing. So the world is advancing. Now, either we're going to keep up or we're going to, somebody said it earlier, matter of fact. Either you're going to keep up or you're going to get left behind. That's it. That's it. Ain't nobody today using who still has a big back TV in a them house. Talk to me. You still have one of a big back TV them in a house. The back of a TV long so. When you put it up against the wall, the TV way out there. So matter of fact, I was trying to book somewhere to stay in Jamaica, and I was looking around, Airbnb in it, doing my thing, trying to support the local economy and link with like-minded Jamaicans. I've met quite a few very progressive, productive Jamaican people, young engineer who's into real estate as well and has a smart house and these things. Them there are things me look for when I'm traveling. See? So I'm looking around, and one of the things that had me not book a certain place, the place nice enough. This place was like a mansion in the hills of Manchester. Galchester, them call it, no Manchester around here. That place was, but going through the house, looking, I noticed in a common area is a big back TV. A little big back TV. And it was just based on that alone. My kids saw it and they were laughing till their stomach were hurting because they were like, "What is that? Why they why they still have? It's 2021. Is that a TV we're gonna be watching that?" My wife see it and start laugh. See, and she kept saying no every time I said, "But the place nice. The gate tall like it gone up on Jesus stairway. The wall around the property, the house, everything." She's like, "No, no, just the big back TV there alone." So the world is moving forward, man, and we're gonna have to get along with it. Nobody now flip phone no more. Ain't nobody flipping phone no more. Ain't nobody having the big old computer in your house no more. Again with a back tick like this. Remember the first computer, them IBM or something like that, the Apple computers. Ain't nobody having any of those in their house no more. Times are changing. Things are changing. Vehicles change. Dress style change. Even though style come back around again, style can't spoil. But you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying, right? We don't do transactions anymore, financial transactions anymore like we did a decade ago even. Everything is changing. Antique. Well, if it's antique, you need to put an antique sticker on it and pull it out every once in a while. All right. We don't want to see antique every day. We're into modern times, and that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. I'm sorry. Ain't nobody trying to do 1984 in 2021. So things are changing, man, and the world is changing around us. And you're going to have to adapt to survive, or you're going to be left behind, or you're going to be ran over. One thing I know for sure is this: bucking the system, you almost never win. What I would suggest that you do is find a way to get into the system, because you can't change nothing from the outside. See, it's just like someone saying, "Oh, they don't treat black patients well at this facility, and they have black nurses and black CNAs and black doctors and black healthcare workers in there, and they don't treat black people good there." And you're like, "Okay, so what are you going to school for?" And the reply is, "I'm going to school to be a nurse." Okay, that's good because you live close to that facility. So are you going to go in there, apply, get in there, and be the change on the inside that you've been complaining about for the longest? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go somewhere elsewhere. Well, you could have been a part of the change that you're talking about. You understand what I'm saying to you? So there's more than one way at looking at things. More than one ways to skin a cat. Working people creating movements will change the system. So I suppose you're going to adapt to the LGBT then. I'm not against the LGBT. I don't have to adapt to them either. It's not my lifestyle. But I do understand that I have to share Earth because Earth wasn't created for me alone. Listen, I'm a grain of sand on the beach. I want the next time you go to the beach, I want you to look down at the sand or go on your little smartphone or computer, pull it up, look on the beach, look on the sand. I'm one grain. One grain. And I just got here. There are other grains that have been on this beach long before me, have seen way more than I have. They have rolled out to sea and came back. In some sense of the word, me a young bud when I know a storm. In some sense of the word. You understand? So that's their business. When me have to go adapt to, I work with people who are of the LGBTQ, get them the rest. WXYZ, TUV. I work with people who are of that community. Me and them don't have a problem. I served in the military with them. We didn't have a problem. I got out of the military. I went to school with them. We didn't have a problem. I got out of school, earned my degree, went into the workforce with them. We still didn't have a problem. What am I supposed to adapt? These are the things you take on extra for no reason. Answer me this question. That person that would just ask that. Answer me this question. When it's time to pay your bills, right? When it's time to take care of your family, right? These two things. How effective is worrying about what the LGBTQ community is doing? How effective is that towards helping that? Because that's where my focus is. My focus is bettering myself as a person. My focus is gaining things, not because I want things, but because I believe in generational wealth. My focus is taking care of my family and being able to afford to take care of myself. But there, Jamaica, I look for some youth when we grew up with, and like we're in the same age group, some a year or two older, some a year or two younger. And when some of them smile like this, I'm like, bomba clot. I literally in my mind, I'm like, bomba clot. Because youth I was gallus, cutie, look like girl when them I grow up, face pretty. And the whole friggin' bottom jibs are missing. And I have to say, like, thanks be to the Most High, man. I'm not in a position in life where my teeth and my drop out and I can't go get my mouth fixed, or some odor is coming out of my mouth and I can't afford to go dentist or go doctor. Or these are the things that I'm concerned about. I give two damns about the LGBTQ community. Big up to the LGBTQ community and shout out to the people who live their truth out in the open. I promote almost living out in the open. You know why? Because it reduces confusion. Here's a little fun fact for you. A lot of the people in the black community who are, and believe me, AIDS, because we're all talking about the big C so much, but we talk about AIDS. AIDS is still one of the biggest, if not the biggest killer still in our community. So, and that's happening because we're forcing a lot of people, because we're all aggressive and mad, and you, me not care where you push your things, daddy. And you, girl, me not care where you want lick or scratch or rub, and that your business. That is not, you're not doing it with any of my body parts. Why should it concern me? We're forcing people to hide who they are. So now you have these sisters who are like on YouTube. Go look them up. Headlines like, let me tell you why you should never date in Atlanta. Next headline, I'm moving away from Georgia or Atlanta because blah, blah, blah. Next one, let me explain to you how I got AIDS. And you listen to their stories. You listen to their stories. And you have full-blown men out here having to masquerade, wasting their time, pretending they love this woman. Been with her for 10 years. I have a 10-year man on the side. I remember one lady asking her man why his a-hole is prolapsed. And then she start bust out in business. And yeah, she go down there, she give him some head, and she actually she got, because she was now curious, and it forefinger right in. That man marked the whole. I'm like, whoa. So you see, people are hiding who they really are. Me don't want you to hide from me. Don't hide from me. I'm one of those people. When you see me out the road, be you 100% to me. I'm gonna be me 100% to you. What you see is what you get. Trust me, I'm not putting on nothing, because I don't want to have to go make up a new me tomorrow, or the next time I see you again, me have to go remember how I was pretending to be the last time I saw you. So every time you see me, you see in me. And I encourage people to do just that. Just be you. Worry about. Thank you, Tony Brown. Thank you. Worry about your own. Now, like I said, the world is changing rapidly, and we're going to have to get on board whether we like it or not. They're going to make it hard for you to move. One thing I know is bucking the system usually never works. Yo, I read some Marcus Garvey book one time, and Marcus Garvey really spoke about bucking the system versus going into the system, and how much change you can make with the latter, as opposed to staying on the outside and trying to fight something that is so well organized and so and backed by so much power. You're fighting a losing battle. It's like taking a knife to a gunfight. It's like showing up with one soldier to fight an army of thousands. It's not going to happen. So you can go with that for a minute. Charlene, Charlene, come go up. Yes, Ryan. Pretending to be someone else is a job all to itself. Acting that takes too much energy out of you. Just be you, right through. You know, I've said this even to my family members, because my family is funny, you know. You have some members in my family that's like highly educated and Hasidian. You know, if you go to their house to visit, you have to like make sure you do this and dress this way and act this way and speak properly. And this is family. When know you're from yeah, they are knee. And then you have the other ones them now that are like, yeah man, you want to roll up a spliff, go around there, so you just can't smoke in our house. But me I come around and come talk to you while they are burning a spliff and thing. Apparently those are the family members that I'm more attracted to. You know what I'm saying? Because I can be me and they can be them. And we don't have to pretend. Them not have to invite me in, and then when we leave, them I talk about that's Christ the boy born weed, you know. And you know, says crazy people do those things. I don't know him whole life look like it a pop down and I can talk behind your back and kind of thing. So I want people to be themselves. Be themselves. And I'm facilitating that kind of a atmosphere. See? Charlene said she like, let me go back to wait, let me go back to Charlene's comment. Come tell Charlene to come go up, but a little joke me I'm next still. The Lord Jesus of Nazareth is our refuge and strength. Accept him and be saved from the onslaught coming up on earth by the wicked pharaohs in this time. Boy, Lorna Brown, when we got this one start talk about religion, I not really too like it, you know, because one time me I asked some black people to show me the Lord Jesus, and they pull out one picture of a white man, me just cut. And then one time me asked them about it, and they start telling me about why does it matter his skin color and hair texture, and me just cut. You understand? Because if you can't understand the psychological ramifications of having a nation of black people bowing down to a image of a white man, then me and you can't really have a conversation. So if you talk about black Jesus now, me and you are on the same page. But other than that, me not too dabbling in people religion, you know. I make them do what them want, do for them thing. Just like their sexuality, their religion is for them. I know my business is between them and their God. You understand? So yeah, your grandmother voice wicked soul flow. Boy, I tell you. Yo, my granny, ain't nobody gonna ever love me like that again, man. My grandma cried every time she saw me. Every time she see me. Nobody not gonna love. Who gonna cry for me again? Every time them see me. Unless them think me I can do them something. Them not, them not gonna cry for me again because they love me. They gonna cry because either them think, oh, him come to kill me or do me something, or they're sad. But nobody ain't gonna cry because enough time she a cry as me show up. She just bust out big ball, you know. And me I say, Grandma, stop crying. And she go, it's not crying, me crying, baby, for sadness, you know. Me crying these tears of joy because me just happy to see you. And me just glad say you're doing well in life. That's my grandmother. And it don't matter if me visit her 100 times and the same reaction every time, and it was no acting. You understand? Her heart just full up every time she see me. Nobody not gonna love me like that again. Nobody. Miss Goldie Robinson said, wifey. Wifey not love me like that again. You don't know that one that go already. My granny love me unconditionally. Wifey have conditions. That wifey have conditions. Come on now, me have conditions too. Everybody have conditions in a relationship. You violate certain conditions, relationship done. Let's be for real. But My granny was just love. You see? Now, big up to Uno who met me, help me to let that out. You know, I'm healing in the process I'm dealing with in the process. So, watch me. I told y'all yesterday, let's come off of that something there for a minute. I told y'all yesterday that the rapper Lil Baby, his baby mama, Jayda Wayda, as she called herself, or Jada Chives, or Cheves, whatever her name is, Cheaves. Jada yesterday in Jamaica, her and her counterpart went to court, right? Got their little slap on the wrist for being caught with two weapons, two 9mm guns, and what about 7 clip each. 7 clip each, it said. So they get fined. That's it. They're fined $800,000 in charges, and they're allowed to leave Jamaica. Now, I told you nothing was going to come of it. Please understand that $700,000 or $800,000 rather in Jamaican money is literally really chump change to her. She has on an outfit that is worth about that much. If you put the Balenciaga shoes with the Dior pants and the top and the jewelry what she have on, maybe even the watch alone she's wearing costs more than that. So that money for her is no problem. No, they're probably laughing. You know, sometimes I think they test Jamaica like that because they can see that Jamaica is soft soap as far as the laws go, and when it pertains to certain things and certain people. She put a post up. People were asking if she was all right after she got caught, and she put a post up that says, "Stay calm. I'm good for now." Yesterday, when the verdict came in, yes, you're found guilty of this, and that, and these are the charges. This is the whatever. DMAC, big up yourself and thank you. This is how much you're gonna have to pay, and no jail time served, no nothing. I looked at the comment section again, and a lot of her fans were typing, "Stay calm." Stay calm. Like, this is easy work. This is Jamaica we're talking about. We rich out here. Out here, we rich in the US. So out here, we extra rich. Our money's gonna talk for us. Some good lawyers are gonna talk for us. Not the expensive lawyer that don't have no connections. We going for the lawyer that has connections on the bench and behind the scenes. Once they get in there and say 2 words, we out of here. And that's exactly what happened. I told you yesterday, I said, ain't much gonna come of this. So this is just media hoopla about nothing. Didn't I say that? I said go look at the video from yesterday. I said the most that's going to happen is his record sales are gonna go up because people are gonna be like, oh, and that's how they look at stuff. It's weird. It's weird, but this new generation, that's how they look at stuff. Oh, street credibility intact. So the stuff you rap about, he must really be living it. Like, son, his baby moms got caught in Jamaica. Yeah, she was holding a blicky like she took it all the way there. Seven clips loaded. Now I mean, they for real. They bought that life for real. All right, buy his music then. Not buy the music because it sounds good. Buy the music because they seem authentic with all this stuff that's going on streetwise. Do they get their guns back? I'm absolutely sure they got their guns back. I'm absolutely sure they got their guns back. There's nothing printed that says they got their guns back. So I'm not saying that I have proof. I'm just saying that I am absolutely sure they got their guns back. They paid that money. They got their guns back. And they got the hell up out of Dodge. Will they be barred from re-entering Jamaica? Probably not. Because if I can fine you $800,000 when you come to my house, why would I bar you? I hope you come again, and I hope you bring more guns, so I can $800,000 you again every time you come. They'll suck off a piece of money off of you, and you're able to pay it with no problems. So no big deal. Will they be barred? Will they get any kind of punishment? I think Wifey wrote on the board yesterday and she said Tommy Lee and Ladin, two Jamaican artists, they're doing time. They're doing 5 years behind being caught with a firearm. And I was saying to Wifey, say, yeah, the Jamaican crowd don't really keep the same energy because a good youth like Ladin now, Ladin name never mix up in a nothing much except for you can actually really see. And I try to explain to people the process in Jamaica of a citizen getting a licensed firearm with a concealed carry permit. See? I try to explain to people, but they don't get it. It's a long process. It's a long process for them. So let me see. I don't want to show up me pertinent information. So I cover some things with 2 fingers. But that's mine. I carry one. See, I have a permit to carry concealed, but it's hard. It's hard in Jamaica as a citizen to get it unless you are connected or something. It's not like in the U.S. where it is within your constitutional rights. So you can just walk in a gun store, purchase the gun if you have the money, and then they'll do a background check on you, which I think is the same thing that should happen in Jamaica. The part that get me though is where the report says they were charged with failing to declare to customs that they had these items. Now I'm saying to myself, if they failed to declare to customs that they had these items, okay. So if they had declared to customs that they had the guns and the 7 extra magazines loaded, what would they have been allowed to bring it in? Because what I'm trying to find out is this, and we've had this conversation before. See, a lot of people are afraid, like they're spooky about Jamaica, and they're like, yo, SouFlo, me not go there unless me can carry my license firearm, and since me can't carry it, go there, I'm not going back there. And when I do go, me I go on a resort. So from the airport where me land, the bus pick me up, carry go right into the resort. Me don't want to see nothing outside. I'm safe in there. I party in there, and when I'm ready to leave, the bus pick me up and carry me back out. And I'm saying, like, damn, that's not enjoying Jamaica though. You could do that anywhere. I could do that in Florida at a resort and make myself believe it's in Jamaica. You know, we have the same weather here and all that stuff, and the Caribbean feel of things here and all that. What I'm looking for is this: can my licensed firearm holders who live overseas declare their firearm to customs on that form? You know, the form them give up on the plane to fill out. So we're going to land soon, and this is your customs form. If you have anything to declare, if you don't have anything to declare, you just state that on your form. So you have to declare, do you have more than $10,000 in cash on you going in? If you don't declare that and they find that money, they're taking your money. You can also be hit with charges, right? And that's the system's way of clamping down on like money laundering and these kind of things. People go overseas, sell drugs for a couple of months, get the money in cash, or do a scamming lick, and they send the money back by multiple people and these kind of things. So they're trying to crack down on these things. I'm trying to find out if a licensed firearm holder from overseas can actually fly in, declare that, hey, I have my firearm with me, and here's my license for it, blah, 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 and cap. Because if you could, that would be a plus. That would make things better. I feel like. But yes, it's all about status. Mary Charles Kennedy. And please don't talk about less guns. Jamaica needs less guns. That not gonna happen. The place full of guns. Who don't want guns? Who don't have guns? Who don't want guns? The place is full of guns, and the more they try to take guns off the streets, is the more guns come in. You know what I mean? And for some reason, nobody can explain how the big old Bushmaster them and something where we have to sit on a tripod and like belt fed, air cooled, rocket launcher looking weapon, military grade rifles are coming in. These are obviously things that even when you break them down, the pieces aren't small enough to hide. So how them are coming out of the country? But I'm more concerned about, can you use your, and because that's what it said in their thing. I'm not gonna come out of that. So there you have it. End of story. People talk about it for a few days and then on to the next hot thing that's happening. Yeah. The anniversary. The last thing I wanted to talk about this morning before I end this video is yesterday was the anniversary of Vybz Cartel as he was arrested in Jamaica. Was it 11 years ago now? So Cartel's been locked up for 11 years, and the 11 years he's been locked up for violent crimes, the murder rate in Jamaica is higher than ever before. It's been a steady climb uphill, but this is the person that they had blamed for. What's up, babe? Kai, you up? Come, daddy. Here comes the little man. Hi, Papa. Come, daddy. Watch my light. Want me? Ooh. Adapted, you have on your clothes?
Yes.
Under your clothes?
Mm-hmm.
Tabokness. Babe, turn it down for him. Turn on the volume so not disrupt what I'm saying. Say good morning, Papa. Say hi. Yeah, so let me finish up by saying this. Cartel got held with for possession of marijuana. And 11 years later, he's still behind bars. He went in for possession of ganja and never came out because. Go on, mommy. Go on. Yeah. He went in for possession of marijuana and never came out because he got hit with 2 murder charges after they picked him up on a 10 years, sorry, 10 years, not 11. 10 years, a full decade. He went in for murder charge, brother, yeah, 10 years. He went in for 10 years and he never, whoa, he never came out. He got picked up for weed, arrested for weed. And once they got him inside, they said, 2 murder charges on you. Same thing for Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee got picked up for a gun. And then next thing we hear say, the British link-up kings. Remember? One in British and what name there? Bodies are on that gun. See? Yeah, Queenie Morris, John. I'm gonna tell you something. Sidebar that. Cause honestly, me get confused about that something. I'm gonna tell you something. One of the roughest things you see, I feel have picnic in the house, because anytime you ready, them ready. Anytime you ready, them ready. Yo, me not know what, me not care what. Like, I could be watching her all day, right? I mean, I feel plot, I mean, I feel plot, I mean, I plan. And you know, man, body work already. So, I know all the time, you go, cause you busy too, you trying to get stuff done too. So sometimes you're totally tuned out to something else. But when your things start bother, and you're like, yeah, plot, yeah, plan, yeah, say, okay, boom, one of them got sleep. The next one look like them drop off like the one they got sleep. So I time myself and I say, as soon as he go sleep, I jump on that. As soon as one sleep here me here, from the room, the next one get up. What's that, Jesus Christ? I know, yeah, man. Them things are stressful. But so more time it just turn into admiration. Like you just have to look on it and watch it pass in the house up and down. Like the man they have to do that little. And I make it go on about the business because you can't do nothing. You put it there your foot, literally. My son literally I hug on for one leg and I drag him so one daughter over here running around crazy doing circles and stuff. Like, and she climbing up on everything now, so it's not like you can be like, oh, run on, that's a real quick, do like something. Do that every now and then, yes. But you know, around there, do your thing, I try to finish, and the baby drop off or something, and hurt herself. So what were you doing? Cause in America, you know, when your picnic get hurt, you know, I know CPS and ambulance alone coming out. If it's a call that has a child being hurt on it in a resident, they must send police back at it. They must send police back at the ambulance, you know. So you have to go explain where were you and what were you doing, why that child got hurt like that. You know what my daughter drop off and not CPS, yes, Child Protective Services. And if you can't answer the question them correctly, they're going to take your children until you can, until them figure out. So I don't want the picnic go climb up, drop off, lick the back of her head, something. They're fragile. Some of them work with the thing. I tell you rough out there, but it's life, it's life. It's life. And it's all a part of, you know, all a part of it. As long as you got somebody that could go through it with you. Because some woman wicked, you know. Them did they say, well, you can't jump on it on you. They get it from somewhere else. And you're like, what the? We're both going through the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's life. It's life. And sometimes, here's the next one. Sometimes they try to teeth a little thing, see? And them in the same area. But you know, them asleep, them knock out. So you go in like a stealth ninja, and you try to do your thing quietly and everything like that. And just the fact that they in the same room, and put in your thing, and then you look up and go see one of your picnic them. It like just broke your vibes. It's like, yeah. All right, let me. I don't know if I explain it, but I don't know. You don't know what me I say. I don't know what me I say. Ninja get catch. No, it's even if them stay asleep, is looking up and seeing them. It's like, yeah, what am I doing with the kid in the same room? I don't know. And the worst part is, half of the time you might think that them asleep, but picking you were a child once, so you know until you used to be like, oh, what that daddy do to mommy? Oh, is he hurting her? Why is she saying all that stuff? And you look over there and then go so. And you put in your 2 more stroke and then look again. I tell you, rough out there. So big up to the parents, then big up to the co-parenting couples, big up to the married couples, big up to those raising children. Kind of easy, easy at all. But we put our needs on the back burner. So, make sure so them picnic get raised right and these things. Now back to what I was saying before, because the thing come distract me, so I have to address it. Back to what I was saying before. The anniversary. Cartel, 10 years. I thought it was 11 years, but 10 years in prison. Ganja possession, then pick him up for. Cartel have a song out right now, right? What's called All Aboard. Beggy. And the song bad. But here what about the song now. The song had me thinking about when I was in Jamaica recently and the begging thing. Somebody at Jamaica, I don't know if wife said them can smell foreign for you or something. I don't pretend to be. I don't walk around and try dress certain way or carry any kind of air of I'm not from here kind of thing, right? If I'm in an area in Jamaica where the people then move a certain way and look muddy and take me at the same way, right? For some reason, man always a run back and me talk about, yo, my general. Yo, what my general. Come here now, let me talk to you for a minute now. All right. It was one youth the last time I had to run him. Because when I look, right, I'm driving past all these ackee trees and the ackee tree them loaded. And then I see a youth, I see an old lady out there pick ackee. Like you could pick ackee in certain parts of Jamaica where nobody will bother you. Nobody is going to say, stop pick ackee off from a tree or nothing like that. They won't bother you. The tree them does enough. Me watch them, an old lady pick ackee, sit down and clean ackee and bag up the ackee them. And that when you order it is when she clean them and bag them up and things like that. See, so I said to myself, say, if this old woman can out there and she look like she need to be in a nursing home, if she could be out here hustling the way she hustling, and you Young boy. I run back a man about, yo, my general, beggy like a gal. Like, where's your pride in yourself? But then I looked at the youth that was begging me, and the man have a fresh haircut, the man clothes clean, and the and then I thought, the first time he meet me up at a grocery store here, yo, my general, beg your thing now. As him said that, I gave him this face right here. And he went into explaining, he was like, you know, me, he's a young youth, you know, me, I try. But me just can't get no work anywhere or anything like that. I had 2 US $1 bills on me. I gave him one. I said, this is for you. And see me, like you want me give him the next one. So me turn around back and say, me have 2 US dollar, $1 bill. That's all the money me have for me. Me have split it between me and you. One for you, one for me. That fair, don't? Him say, yeah, man. Yeah. All right. I'll walk away. Next time I see him now, down one next grocery store, I pull up to the ATM. I see him at the ATM. I wait for people to come out at ATM. Me not bother go at ATM. I go at the grocery store, like 2 stores over. The man spot me. I run, come down there, you know. So I come out at the grocery store now, and he's lay waiting me. I hear him now this time. Yo, my general, come here, my general. Day that day, you know, and you are the one who I say, yo, go on, man. That's and in cut. It's like him disappear. Cause from me say, go on, man. Me look back like that, and he wasn't there no more. But me I watch the youth. Haircut nice, clean haircut. Not even my hair never cut good. Him clothes clean, him shoes clean. And him out there, when I saw him at the ATM, he was like, you know, stand up out the road, I call to girls and which girl pass and which woman I go work will look good in her tight up skirt. And this is the kind of life they want to live, right? Some of them. Just stand up out the road, build up a spliff in the morning, mix some boom and whatever the rotted they drink it with, and high and ready from early in the morning, and just the beer begging throughout the whole day. And I said to myself, say, and them girl are really got breed for them kind of boy. Them girl are really got careful of him. Yes, Queenie Morris, careful of him. I'm one of the Jamaicans them where if you touch me, the whole area they mash up. Forget one person, the whole area mash up. I'm like that everywhere I go. This ain't no me. I'm not no baddest person anywhere. If I'm in a club and I get touched in a club, the whole club stop that night right that's all. Any which part I go, I'm not untouchable or anything like that. Them be careful of me. Them be careful of me. But yeah, I understand what you're saying, and that's why I look back when I told him, move on, go, man. And I look back like this and him disappear. Like, me don't know if the man does disappear in a thin ear. Me couldn't see where him go or nothing like that. Right? No, man. There's something about, I don't know. I can laugh, right? Laugh 1 minute and then straight lightning and thunder next minute. So, or next second, next millisecond. I'm different. 0 to 100 like that. Different. But they're a lot of them lazy, good for nothing, don't want to do nothing, but turn up a roadside every day, beg people. Watch hard-working senior citizens doing what you're supposed to be doing. And I can't even believe that in 2021 it's still happening. Y'all run back on man and talk about wanting me general. Beg your thing to make something go on for me now. 0 to 1,000, Queenie Morris, may I tell you. Beg your thing to make something go on for me now. I prefer take my money and give the lady where I try and make she overcharge me. And sometimes and when I'm in Jamaica and I'm shopping and they overcharge me, I know they're overcharging me. I ask the man, I see some roast pork and fried fish and something, so where I get food to go in the house. And I stop at one stall and I say, let me help out them people here, get myself something to eat to. The man gonna tell me, say, $100 slice for roast breadfruit. He had 8 slices of roast breadfruit in the patty. You know, something where they put the patty in and you could see from the other side through the glass. So me daddy I order up things and I said, give me 2 pounds of the roast pork and give me them fish that my son don't eat pork. And he was there, my oldest son. So I want to fish them and this and that. Oh, what? That's roast breadfruit? It fry over? Him say, no, no fry over, no, but you can fry it over. I say, all right, how much for them? Him say, 100 a slice. $100 for a slice of roast breadfruit. I could have complained, but I didn't. I say, you know what? Yeah, give me all of them. I'm gonna just take all of them and carry everything go to the house. When I was leaving, the brother said to me, yo, my general, I respect you for the way you deal with that, you know. Because even when he was slicing it up, so I'm like, no, brother, not even bother slice it up. Me slice it up when we reach in our house. Just wrap it up and give me. I like the piece. Just give me that piece there. That's it. And he's trying to like wait for me to bargain or barter him with his prices. And I wasn't doing that. You know why? Because the man out there tried. He's out there trying. Get up from early morning before daylight, set up him thing, food well seasoned, him out there, cook and serve people. Those are the people that we support. You know what I'm saying? Not the little beggy chung back boy them. Although some of them look weak out. Like if you blow up on them, they'll fall over. Because all they do all day is just smoke and talk foolishness. But those are the people that we support, not them that. Right? So let me end the video by saying this. You see, when you're traveling and you see your people out there, look for the ones that are actually out there doing something and don't cry down their prices. Support them, because in the grand scheme of things, I could have argued with him and be like, you can't serious. $1,000, $100 for one slice of roast breadfruit. But in the grand scheme of things, I looked at it and I'm like, man, that's an extra $5. Am I really gonna complain about an extra $5? Really? You know? Some of us go through with experience. For him, it means something bigger than what I would have made it out to mean. And that's how we support the people them all along. No beggy boy around with. We don't want a beggy boy around. We leave the begging to the girl them. And even for the girl them, I'm saying, just remember that when you begging man things, that is not coming for free. Body the behind it. We're gonna left it right. That's up to today. Big up on yourself, people, and thank you for being here. Right here on SouFLoTV Morning Thoughts, and I'll catch you tomorrow morning right here. All right, and big up to my Jamaican people. Them, I love seeing the hustle. I love seeing you get it however you can. Not beg nobody for nothing. It's disgusting. You know, you're blessed with health and strength. And for you to get up and put your shoulder to the wheel, something must happen for you. Especially if people like me are out there seeing you and me have a liquor for share. Because that's what me do with my liquor. Me share it. I'm not wealthy, you know, people. I'm not wealthy, but I share the little that I have. Yeah, I'm appreciative. I'm thankful to God that I'm able to. And I share the liquor when I have to somebody else that's trying hard as well. See it? All right. Manners and respect. I'm out. Peace.